Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buckeyes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Lofton. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Snagged in the middle, it's Ryan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Such a great job on the defense, winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Spins away from the defender. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got the tight end. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The RPO, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Under fire. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab deep. Touchdown, Miami. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one the chin.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the ground, it's Brave. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He's looking deep. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He leaves it with his back. He breaks a tackle.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rushes on him. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. On the move. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball. They'll
go with a direct snap. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. That's reeled in. It's Briggs.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on! They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Big guy smells it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Third and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Ohio State 14, Miami 7.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 21 with the catch and score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that drive covered 40 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner is stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Chadwick. Fakes to grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
And the Canes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this 1st down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Punt is in the air. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. That's caught, it's Lyle.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. looking to pass inside the red zone. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just keep slinging it. This one's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Chadwick. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Hurricane! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into you.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. How about this? These guys are going for 2.
Set, ready.
Got his man in the middle. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good.
That keeps the score. Ohio State.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Goes to the option. Now the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It'll be third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab right down the middle. He's running free down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. What a tremendous catch, dare I say, in the vein of the playmaker in Hurricane Lure.
So many elite playmakers in Miami history. The names are so great. You want to put your name on that wall. Those kind of plays will put your name in the mix with those guys down the road.
Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This has been a nightmare for the offense. What's one of the most critical statistics in any college football game? It's the turnover battle. They've already got 3, David. We're not even through the first half. This couldn't be any worse if you're on offense.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise why they're trailing in this football game. When you continue to give the football to the other team and put your defense in a bind, you're going to give up points. So they've got to find something with this offense that they can do well. Because right now, they're finding a good way to turn it over. But they got to do something positive to get back in this football game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Palmer.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop.
Oh, he's got some space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Anderson will throw. Fires it down the seam. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
He's got an open man. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he makes the extra point.
Miami, 13.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
Take over. First and 10.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Chadwick. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll open the second half with a run. Gets it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Now, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the grab at the 10. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Pulls it in, it's Lyle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
All right. That's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this first down. I have a play. But sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
On the run, it's Ball. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll pitch it. Slithers into space. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. After run, now throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll do it himself on the draw. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
45, Miami, 13.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Miami Hurricanes will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Makes the catch, it's Carr. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Canes want to move quickly. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Looking to get it in. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up 2nd and
Pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
When an offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out and it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
3rd and goal for the offense. He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Canes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
And it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Trying to run it in. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he makes it a 3-possession game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it.
Lofts one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
That's a good start for this offense, but it's got to be all gas. We've got to be fast. We can't guarantee ourselves we're going to score two two-point conversions after we get these 2 touchdowns. Maximize this possession. Got to be aggressive.
Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Ryan. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Canes are marching down the field. Firing to the right, complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Porter. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Under fire. And he reels it in inside the 30. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. Boise State was able to come away with the win, as they have so many times before in southwestern Idaho, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing is easy in college football. A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Gets open down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Snags it up the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Caves! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep
Turning it on! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Gain of
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader, and he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
These are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Big-time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what... to get one more stop.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Chadwick. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lyle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Miami! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
They'll line up to go for 2. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation